Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another figure review. Happy New Year of 2024. We have all made it into a new wonderful year. And as you can see, it is the Year of the Dragon, at least by Googling it on for China. It is the Year of the Dragon, the Wood Dragon more specifically. And we are going to be looking at Shenron, the one and only. He was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive back in 2022. I was able to get him through Premium Bandai, and he's no longer being sold there or in any other store. So if you were to get a Shenron for yourself, you would have to get him from the second market. But what makes this guy so exclusive aside from the box? He is a metallic color rather than just a plain old color that he originally came with. So yeah, I love the box. I love how the box looks. It looks amazing. I think this is going to be a short review, so let's just get him out and see what he comes with. Alright, so I'm going to do this a little bit different. I have the box right here of Shenron. As you can see, we're going to be building it here, because I have and just going over the parts. Because I don't want to just cut into him being completely built. So I'm just going to look at the parts separately. Starting with the base. We have, well, okay, I don't know if this is supposed to happen, but we have the set of Dragon Balls right here, which they're just like a little ring of Dragon Balls painted like they're glowing, which is awesome. And of course they come with the base where Shenron is supposed to go into. Another cool thing, very spiky. I like the color of it. I just wish it kind of was like more fluorescent yellow than anything, but that's besides the point. It still looks cool overall. So let's put that on the side to have it ready for building. Where do I start? Let's start with the lower section first. Let's see. Okay, yeah. This looks really good. I don't know how well it's gonna be. I know I've heard complaints of people not liking that they made these into actual SH Figuarts, and they should have just made them into SH Zero Arts, which is like the statue line of Tamashii Nations. And I kind of agree to some extent, but it's kind of cool that we can get this figure segmented and kind of posable to some extent. But yeah, there's the tail. The first lower segment, I believe, or the second lower segment, the abdomen, I think, is right here. Of course, the arms are posable, and it is since it's the exclusive edition, it is complete metallic paint all around. It looks absolutely amazing. I don't know if the hands are backwards or if I'm just tweaking. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with that. I'll figure it out in a minute, because I don't think the hands are supposed to be like that. They look backwards. Yeah, this is the second lower segment over here. So, just put that to the side for a little bit. And then going forward, we have the top segment, not the head, but where the head connects, I believe. Where again, it looks all amazing. The scales being shiny all around are absolutely marvelous, and I think it's a pretty cool detail, because like having this much detail on a figure is not common, to be honest. It does seem that mine did get a little bit of extra paint in some areas, like for example here. I don't know if I could get rid of that. So that's an issue that I've also seen with like the previous Shenron, where he had like a little bit of paint all over some parts of his body and everything like that. So yeah, I don't have much of an issue with it. I normally keep everything in box myself, so with the box, it's not gonna be that noticeable. And whenever I do post them, it's gonna be not noticeable in my end, I believe. And then here we have this head segment for Shenron. Again, the amount of detail that goes into this figure is insane, and it should be for something that was $130, which honestly, not that expensive, not as expensive as the Porunga that came out earlier this year. But for an exclusive, I think it's a pretty reasonable price. And this is the only section that is like completely segmented, where it's like segment, 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 and then like that, just like that. One of my things that I wish they did is that they did this for the whole body. That way, it actually worked. I'm gonna put a picture. It's one of the old toys that I used to play with back when I was young. And if I can find a picture, I'll post it like right here. And that's something that was pretty cool because it was like more snake-like toys, and that's how it was able to function. They were able to like bend and everything, and still keep their shape. Of course, he has the maw and everything. He has the tongue inside of it. Getting a closer look. Let's see if I can up the brightness a little bit. I'll up the brightness in post-production if I can. But yeah, he looks amazing. He still has all the plastic because I just took him out of the box. But yeah, he has his whiskers separate as well, so I'll put those on when I get the whole body assembled, which will be right now. Alright, after I struggled a little bit on actually getting this figure to stay still, I finally have Shenron here for display. And he looks awesome, but I'm never touching this figure again. In my honest opinion, I do think this figure should have just been in SH Zero Arts, because it's not really the biggest either. It's a pretty big figure, because it's a giant long dragon snake. It stands around from the base to the top, going all the way to like the dorsal fin, or whatever it's called. It's like around 10.5 inches. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see that, but it just believe me, it's like 10.5 inches. Let me take you guys into a closer look because I don't want to touch this thing. So just going over it, it's like it connects good. It's a good way of like just connecting all around. These things like the supports, I think they're pretty a really good addition. Do be careful on like maneuvering this figure, because again, it doesn't have the most articulation. The head has like some articulation, but that's pretty much it. It's like not gonna be the greatest. And of course the mouth opens like raw. So it's cool. And then of course it has the arms, which I think articulate okay. They're not the greatest either. And then me knowing the hands were actually in the right spot is just I didn't know how the segments connected. So yeah, it doesn't have the most articulation. It's literally just meant to stay as this. So unfortunately, I can't put it in my rotating table. And something I hate, it's why? Like, why is this here? Like, I know it's for support, like the whole supporting pole and everything, but it just blocks the Dragon Balls. It blocks them. I feel like that's just bad engineering. But I don't want to diss this figure because it is an exclusive and everything. It's just a color exclusive. You can probably get the other Shenron somewhere else. But again, it should have been SH Figuarts, because it should have just been a statue at this point. Because what are you gonna do? Oh, I don't want to start the year negatively, but it's not the greatest figure. I like it as a Dragon Ball fan. I love this figure, but just looking at it as just a figure, it's not the greatest, because what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna play with it? This is not for kids to play with. It's $130. It's an adult toy that you're gonna have in your collection just for display. So again, not the biggest issue in my opinion, but if you are looking for a Shenron, just get like a statue of Shenron. You could probably find one for cheaper as well. Again, it looks good. It looks good from afar and everything. I hate that this is not clear enough for you to actually see the Dragon Balls. That's really my only gripe. I don't care that the figure doesn't move or anything. Again, I have most of my figures in box still. This is gonna go right back in the box just for storage purposes, because I have nowhere to put it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I don't want to start the year negatively, but it's a cool figure, but not a good action figure, to say the least. In my opinion, based on the rankings and everything, the quality is good. I think the paint job is good. It's really basic. So I'm gonna give it a total of 6 out of 10, based on my scale. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I would love to know if you have this figure, if you have it posed and everything. And hope you guys have a great year. I will definitely be uploading more, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.